Hey guys, so we are still working on the same standard and objective from yesterday, so don't bother writing that down, you don't need it. But we are still explaining what happens to each stage each stage of cell division. So we are focusing on part 2, which is metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, I forgot to add that, and cytokinesis and the results of mitosis. All right, so yesterday we talked about prophase, okay, which is the P in PMAT. Today we are moving on to metaphase, which is the second stage of mitosis. Okay, in metaphase, the chromosomes pairs line up at the equator, which is the center of the cell. Okay, just like the equator is the center of the Earth, the equator is the center of the cell. Okay, so the chromosome pairs line up. They attach to spindle fibers at the centromere in the middle. So we can see here the chromosomes lining up. The spindle fibers are attaching to the centromeres. Okay, so think metaphase equals middle. Okay, then we're moving on to anaphase, which is stage 3 of mitosis. Okay, remember, our pictures include interphase, which is not a part of mitosis. Okay, in anaphase, the chromosome pairs separate and move to opposite ends of the cell. So here they are at the end of metaphase, which is lined up in the middle, so metaphase equals middle. And here they are in anaphase, where the chromosome pairs are separating and moving to opposite ends of the cell. Okay, don't forget to draw this final stage on the diagram on your paper. Then we move on to telophase, okay? So here the chromosomes are being pulled apart, okay? Here they are being pulled into their 2 new cells, okay? But we still have 1 cell. We are not in complete 2 new cells yet. Okay, here you can see that 2 new nuclei, which is the circles around the chromosomes, okay? 2 new nuclei or nucleuses form. Okay, the chromosomes change back to chromatin, which means threads rather than rods, so they're not in the X shape anymore, or they won't be. Okay, and mitosis ends. So telophase is the last stage of mitosis. Okay, make sure to draw this final stage on the diagram on your paper. Then we have cytokinesis. Okay, cytokinesis is again not part of mitosis. Okay, and in cytokinesis, the cytoplasm officially separates and 2 new cells are formed. So this is where we get our 2 new cells. Okay, in plants, it's a little different because we have a cell wall forming down the center. And in animals, the cell membrane just pinches in. Okay, just like you see here. Okay, so the cell membrane. All right, so that's the cell membrane pinching in. Okay, we have 2 nucleuses. We've got basically 2 different cells here. I'm so sorry. Mona, get down. All right. Oh my God. So the cell membrane pinches in, and here 2 new cells are formed. So make sure that you draw this final stage in the diagram, and we can notice that in cytokinesis, at the end of cytokinesis, we have chromatin instead of chromosomes, okay, because the structure changes back into threads instead of the X shape for a chromosome. So the results of mitosis, you have 46 chromosomes in every cell, which is 23 pairs, except sex cells where you have half the number of chromosomes, because when you get your sperm and your egg, you want each of them to have 23, so when they come together, they'll form 46 in a normal cell, okay? So that's the results of mitosis, and that's it. That's all we got.